Hey everyone, and happy Halloween! Who else is excited for this holiday? I am. This is my favorite holiday of the year. And to celebrate Halloween, I am posting count 'em two videos on this channel, all Halloween related. And this should be, if I upload these videos in the order I think I'm gonna upload it, this should be the second one. So my first video, my top 10 favorite movies to watch for Halloween, should already be up. So if you haven't watched that, after you watch this, go check that one out. And for this video, I'm gonna be doing a Halloween themed survey. It's another one of those like Facebooky, MySpace, I guess it's more MySpace. You guys remember MySpace when we would fill out all those huge surveys about ourselves because we thought people were interested in all the little tidbits of our life. The one I found was another one. If you watched my horror movie survey, it's like 40 or 50 questions. I'm not going to answer that many questions. I'm sticking with lucky number 13 again. So let's get started. The first question is, what were you for Halloween last year? Now, I don't really like to go to parties on Halloween. It sounds really, really weird. I usually just like to sit outside on Halloween and be out there with like all the Halloween lights and decorations and look at all the little kids going by trick-or-treating and wishing I could still trick-or-treat.
It's like, we're too old to trick-or-treat, we're too young to die.
There shouldn't be an age limit on trick-or-treating. I could make a whole video ranting about how unfair it is that there's an age limit on trick-or-treating. But last year, I wasn't feeling anything, like nothing really grabbed me. You know, I just wasn't really excited to dress up as anything. So I do have a Doctor Who TARDIS dress. I just made my makeup all glittery and had like hairspray in, like blue hairspray. And I was basically just a huge Doctor Who nerd for Halloween. Second question is, have you ever thrown a Halloween party? Like I said before, I don't really like to go to parties on Halloween. I don't really like to throw parties either. I probably sound like the lamest person ever. I don't like to go to parties on Halloween, and I don't like to throw parties. That's just a whole lot of planning and stuff. I like to go to parties sometimes when I'm feeling sociable, but I don't really throw parties. So if I have ever thrown a Halloween party, it was when I was really, really young and my mom was probably in charge of actually throwing it and putting together. So I'm gonna say no. Third question is your most favorite and your least favorite Halloween song. My most favorite Halloween song. If you watched my previous video, you definitely watched me getting really strangely excited about the opening of A Nightmare Before Christmas. So I'm gonna go with my favorite Halloween song being This Is Halloween. Okay, I'm now playing the song in my room right now. I don't know if you can hear it, and I probably can't play it for that long because of copyright things. But this is my favorite song, my favorite Halloween song. Who doesn't get excited about Halloween when you hear this? This is Halloween. Okay, I'll turn it off now. Second part of that question, my least favorite Halloween song. This must really be my favorite holiday if I don't have a least favorite Halloween song. Fourth question is, have you ever dressed as the opposite sex for Halloween? Can't really remember anything when I was younger, but I think I do recall dressing up as Harry Potter one year. If I have a picture, I'll put it up now. If not, I'm sorry. I remember my grandma made me a cape for it and everything. I'm pretty sure I was Harry Potter. I might have been Hermione. I don't know. I don't think so. Fifth question is, have you ever played with a Ouija board? Now, I will say, just a little disclaimer, those things terrify me. Only because I kind of take the whole like ghost and spirit thing kind of agnostically. I wouldn't say I don't believe that they exist at all, but I don't really have proof that they do, save for one experience which I'll talk about later, but I'm not entirely sure that it was a genuine experience. I do remember playing it with two of my friends who I hope they're watching this because they're going to know exactly this incident that I'm talking about, where one of my friends, Aaron, was looking up stuff on my computer, like experiences with Ouija boards and kind of like tips and stuff. And I just remember there being all these warnings, like if it starts to spell out stuff like death or demon or Satan or like scary stuff like that, that you need to like move the little cursor to no and flip the board over so that the spirits won't be invited into the space like that you're in. And we were doing it in this room, in my room. And I was just getting so freaked out. And I was like, can we please not do it in here because this is my bedroom and I have to sleep here at night. So I don't want to, if these things do exist, I don't want to unleash anything into my house. But we did play it in my room a few times. We did play it in other places a few times and nothing happened. So I have played it, not convinced. Number 6, kind of in the same vein of thought, do you believe in ghosts? Like I said, I don't believe that they don't exist. I don't actually really have proof that they do. I do have one experience that I'm not 100% sure was genuine. The experience I had was at the Stanley Hotel, the actual Stanley Hotel that the book The Shining is based off of, where Stephen King stayed. Not to be confused with the Overlook Hotel. This was the Stanley Hotel, and it was in the basement of the concert hall, which is not actually part of the hotel. It's a separate building, but it's on the grounds. And we were in the basement, which I didn't want to be in the first place. I don't know if any of you have ever gotten that feeling when you go somewhere where your whole body is kind of just like, we shouldn't be here. We need to go. I kind of had that feeling. It might also be because I'm Floridian and we don't have basements here. We just physically cannot have basements. I want to say the girl's name, the spirit's name was Lucy or something. It was some girl who, while the concert hall was being renovated, was taking shelter in that basement because it was the winter time. And builders or construction workers or something found her and they kicked her out and she froze to death in the cold Colorado winter weather. But that was the room that we were in the basement, was the room that she was found in, where she stayed. And as the tour guide was telling this story, the door started to shut or start to close on its own. It was a big old heavy door and it was on carpet, so it was hard to move in the first place. And it did freak me out. That door shut 3 times, twice while we were in the room. It shut the first time, he opened the door again, and it shut again a couple minutes later as he was finishing the story. And then it shut again after we had left that room and gone into another room. We were in a completely different room and it shut like more forcefully. At the time, being in that basement where I didn't want to be, I was really freaked out. But looking back on it, I'm not 100% convinced it wasn't fake. So don't know if I believe in ghosts still. I don't mess with that stuff, though, just in case. And to answer the next question, I have been in a real haunted place. I've been in the Stanley Hotel. I didn't stay there, but I did take a tour, a couple of tours around it. And I've been in multiple fake haunted houses. I do live in Florida, so I live about 45 minutes maybe away from Busch Gardens, where they do Howl-O-Scream, and under 2 hours away from Universal Studios, where they do Halloween Horror Nights. And I've been to both multiple times. So I've been in a lot of fake haunted houses. 8th question is, do you still go trick-or-treating? Unfortunately, no. I would love to be able to go still trick-or-treating. I need like a child to babysit or something on Halloween who I can take trick-or-treating with me. And then I can have all the fun, but have the cover of, oh, I'm just taking this child out trick-or-treating with me. Number 9 is my favorite and my least favorite candy. I can definitely say without a shadow of a doubt that my least favorite candy is candy corn. I hate that shit. It is so gross. It's just sugar. It's just too sweet. It's just sugar. I might as well just dump a couple of packets of sugar in my mouth and chew it up. That's what it feels like to me. I hate it so much. I hate candy corn, everything. I really like 100 gram bars. I don't know, it's not, you don't see it a lot of places, but 100 gram bars, It's like milk chocolate and like crunchies and caramel and so good. That's my most favorite candy. I got really passionate about that one too for a second. Number 10 is, do you carve pumpkins? Hell yes, I carve pumpkins. I love carving pumpkins. I wish I could carve them sooner in the month, but like I said, I do live in Florida, and you can only carve pumpkins like at the most maybe 2 days before Halloween because it's just not cold enough here to keep them from rotting. I will show you what my pumpkin looks like now. That's what I carved. I carved Sam from Trick or Treat, which I got in my box of dread. They gave me a bunch of stencils for jack-o'-lantern carving. Number 11 is the stupidest costume idea you've ever seen. I don't know, I really like costumes. I guess if I had to pick the stupidest ones would probably be like the punny ones, you know, like one night stand where it's, you know, like the costume is literally like a nightside table with like a lamp and stupid crap like that. Probably those ones, I guess. Unless you came up with a really clever one that hasn't been done to death. I feel like as I get older, I'm appreciating like the homemade kind of DIY costumes a bit more, which I'm not great at particularly. I find I'm appreciating those a little more just because it's more genuine and it just looks better than just like the generic Halloween costumes. The 12th question is, do you watch scary movies during October? I watch scary movies during October, not during October. During November, December, January, February. I watch scary movies all year round. I guess maybe I watch them more during October. A lot of scary movies come out in the theaters during October, so I get to watch a lot of new ones, which is fun. Last but not least, is Halloween your favorite holiday? I'm gonna go with yes on this one. Yes, Halloween is my favorite holiday. Those are all the questions I have for this Halloween themed survey. I really hope you enjoyed it. Maybe answer some of the questions for yourself in the comments below. I want to know if Halloween's your favorite holiday. What did you dress up for as last year? What are you dressing up as this year? What are you going to do on Halloween? It's a Friday night. Crazy shenanigans are probably going on. Yeah, and give this video a like because you love Halloween. And maybe, I guess, if you enjoyed this video, but mostly if you love Halloween. I will see you guys next Wednesday with a new video. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna review the Ouija movie that comes out tonight, actually, on Halloween. Please be safe on this Friday night, All Hallows Eve. Don't be that person at the beginning of a horror movie. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.